Ear Hearing Specialist was founded actually 73 years ago, and it was founded by Gottlieb Berry. His parents went to the School of the Deaf, and they met there, and he felt there was such a calling in the community for people like his parents who were underserved. So that's the foundation of Ear Hearing Specialists. Then ultimately, his daughter came to run the practice, Catherine Berry Ryan, in the 80s, and she was the true visionary. She made it to the 5 locations that we have today across Michigan, and she really was the heart and soul of the company. Now, I was a manufacturer rep for about a decade, so I had the privilege of becoming their rep, and that's how I got to know the wonderful people here. Unfortunately, Kathy became really ill, and I was visiting Beery, and I said, how's Kathy doing? And the staff said, why don't you buy the place? And I laughed and I thought about it for a little bit. And then I was like, why don't I? And so that evening I called Kathy and I said, hey, Kathy, I just want to throw my hat in the ring. If you're interested in selling, I'd be honored if you would consider me. I didn't hear from her for months. And then I get a call and she says, are you still interested? And I said, absolutely. And she said, well, I would really like you and Dr. Melissa Menzies to carry on my family's legacy. I said, we would be honored. So we agreed to do so. And then unfortunately, she passed away just 6 days later. So 6 days does not give you a lot of time, especially when it's somebody's end of life, to make plans, to ask questions. That simply wasn't the case. So we had several month period where there was no leadership. And quite frankly, a lot of her secrets of what Beery was and where it was going and how it was founded, I couldn't ask any questions. And she was relatively private about those things. So imagine coming to own this legacy company, 5 locations, multiple team members, and now it's yours. Now what? And so, truth be told, I had a wonderful friend say, hey, you've got to learn about MVP. And so prior to acquiring the practice, Melissa and I were in touch with Chelsea and Will. And I will tell you that is one of the very first things that we did when we became the owners is we integrated our system with MVP. And I can just remember early on, I remember having my coffee cup at 6 a.m., waiting for the refresh to happen every morning, going, what happened yesterday? What happened? And that's really where it came into our love for MVP.